I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I don't fake. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all it's taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really. Tell me you miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could see in the shade. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment I could provide you with just off of writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here goes throw.
Right away, they'll change the look. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Your front. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
Throwing here is May. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. When you look at this Patriots defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Formation for the Giants.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here goes that. Crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Five. Crazy.
Here's May. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Abanikanda trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Again, Abanikanda. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants.
touchdown, New York.
A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Will find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Crazy, crazy.
Play action. May. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Patriots are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
You talk about this Giant defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On play action, May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's punch it in. Great job, we're good. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, 5.
Looking to throw, May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Yep, 45. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
They'll throw with May. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2nd and 10.
Crazy, crazy. No, what's that? Hey, what's that? Five.
To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy. Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Dart. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing his Dart. Got his way. That's Luke Musgrave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The give now to Abanikanda. A solid stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Abanikanda once again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Israel Abanikanda, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. To the air, Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Luke Musgrave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
inside the 10 and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 65 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Israel Abanikanda on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy. 5.
From the shotgun, it's May. And he spots Henderson open left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy.
To throw, it's May. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy.
They go play action now. May. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that? 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Crazy, crazy. You're on the ball. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's Abanikanda. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing his dart. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Luke Musgrave, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, what's that? Crazy! Crazy! Crazy, crazy, crazy! Hey, five. Crazy, crazy!
From the shotgun, May with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Crazy! Hey, what's that? Hey, five.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point now for Borregales. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
It's the score, Giants 42, Patriots 20.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Israel Abanikanda from 13 yards out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Hey, here we go, son.
And they go play action with May. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's May. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, Garfield.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's a gain of a yard.
He's got it to Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off the play fake, here's May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, what's that? Yep, 45. Here you go. Crazy! Crazy! Hey, five. Can't we score?
Throwing here is May. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Abdul Carter. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
What's that? Crazy! Hey, what's that? Hey, let's punch it in here, baby. Crazy!
From the gun on third down is May. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Five.
On play action, May. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
It's caught at the 1. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 96 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Here we go, Shaq.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They'll try and run here with Scatteroo. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Scatteroo. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Third down, here's Abanikanda. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. First and goal, New York.
Here's Dart. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Robert Spillane drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Crazy. There was that.
To the air, May. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The end result, 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The defense can stop it twice more as they...
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with Daft Punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weed 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be the, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping. It's hot. These coming in the club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little chick, for your little Nas. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for your little Nas.